Welcome everyone to EWF Live. We are here from the city that never sleeps here in Las Vegas, Nevada, right here on Sunday night, EWF Live. And we start off the show tonight, as you can see, with the superstar EWF newcomer Elliot Prime, who wants to address the audience. A quick reminder to what he had to say to us last week on the newsreel. My name is Elliot Prime. Yes, you heard it, Prime. P-R-I-M-E. Right now, I am at the prime of my career, having made the decision to grace you with my presence here in the European Wrestling Foundation. As you can see, I dress in style, I am efficient, and money, of course, is no object. There are many things in life which I categorically disapprove of. In particular, I disapprove of you EWF fans, and of course, you useless, out-of-shape EWF superstars. I'm here to show you all just what quality is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new era in professional wrestling. Welcome to a new superstar of quality, and welcome to the royal touch, Elliot Prime. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick reminder on newsreel of Elliot Prime when he gave us that message last week. Just another reminder of what he is all about. Because in just a few moments we're going to see Elliot Prime in action now as we go down to the ringside to see what he's like in the ring. And he will be taking on the EWF fan favourite Barry Heathcote. So let's take you down to the ring and get the action underway. So our first match here in the city that never sleeps, here in Las Vegas tonight. It's Elliot Prime making his debut against Barry Heathcote. And you can see Elliot Prime just working on the left arm here with Barry Heathcote this week. Yeah, as you can see, it's the royal touch, Elliot Prime. Obviously with royal connections or of royal descent, wearing that purple cape down to ringside, the fur coat. And Elliot Prime, as you can see there, is in prime condition. And what he says is that he's sick of the attitude of the EWF superstars and also the fans that out of shape, overweight, and nowhere near as fit and as ready, with life fitness as he is. Absolutely unbelievable. He's saying that he's completely dissing everybody here in the EWF. He just feels that he is above the guys that pay for their tickets to come in here every week. And so Elliot Prime has got something to prove here in the EWF. So the debut match here tonight, Barry Heathcote. There's the cover there on Barry Heathcote. And Elliot Prime, as you can see there, fairly easy victory this week over Barry, having no problem whatsoever there over Barry Heathcote, as we just play back to you a little bit of the action there from Elliot Prime's match. So here we go then with our second contest of the evening here on EWF Live this week, and a very dangerous individual here, Tabitha Osborne, and she's facing Canadian Princess this week, but Tabitha has made a big mark here in the EWF already. Last night in fact, on Saturday Night Slam, she was standing outside the locker rooms listening in on the conversations of Scarlett Rose and Emma Willow Foster, and heard them talking about her, and that made her very, very angry indeed. And she's then had an interview which she spoke for the first time about her thoughts and feelings of Scarlett Rose, saying that basically she can't stand her, that she's going to literally be following her, and everywhere she goes she's going to be there, even in her dreams. Tabitha Osborne said, "I'm going to be everywhere I could possibly be, and she's basically going to be stalking her. She's going to be everywhere, and then of course we saw that Tabitha was in action last night, and basically I just wouldn't want to be Scarlet Rose right now, and it's. Sometimes people say that in the locker rooms is a place of few friends, and certainly at the moment it's Tabitha. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of this young lady here at the moment. So as you can see in action this week, and Canadian Princess is down, and Tabitha is in control at the moment of this one. She drops the elbow down. Canadian Princess has been with us for a few months now, but Tabitha now in control here. She picks her up. She's going to turn her over now. That's the Boston Crab now. And the Boston Crab, a good submission maneuver. And that is all she needs to do this week. As quick as that. That's how easy it is to win, and that's how quick things can happen. And we're going to get a good replay of that here as we come back on the boot to the midsection. That was a DDT into the corner. And then following through, Tabitha now drops that elbow down. And then we were talking about how dangerous Tabitha actually is at the moment, swinging neck breaker, and then following it through here. We're just about to see the finishing maneuver, picks up and rolls her over into that Boston Crab. Very painful maneuver indeed. As she sits back, and you're going to see it here, she sits down now, there it is, that's pulling right back, and all that pressure going down onto that lower back there. And so the winner this week is Tabitha Osborne. So here we go again then for another singles match here on EWF Live this week, and we can see in the left hand side there of your screen the familiar Royal Ambassador, the owner and promoter of EWF, and he often steps in the ring now again so that he can shake some of that ring rust off. But he's in the ring tonight against another person who's in action for the first time here in EWF, Johnny Ace. Now, we don't know too much about Johnny Ace. We do know that he's a very, very accomplished professional. We had a look at him before he came here. We'd seen him in action in other places, and we decided to give him a go here in the EWF. He's a very, very good, once again technical guy, but he's also very much high flying as well. So he's a multi-talented professional wrestler, which is what we always want here in the EWF. Look at that, right down onto the knee, right down there, and Royal Ambassador really has got his work cut out this week against Johnny Ace, if he's going to get anything out of this. Johnny Ace now, there's a European uppercut, straight down goes Ace, down there, but you can see the Johnny Ace with all the colourful tattoos on him here, and in the purple attire with the stars. And Johnny Ace now, he's in action for the first time here. He's going to have to try and work the crowd here, and there's a submission move there. That's a really good submission move there. Royal Ambassador now could be tapping out, but he brings the right knee up to break the hold, and Ambassador is still in this thing now against Johnny Ace this week, but Ace holds him back into the corner, slams him down into the corner there, into the turnbuckle, turns him round, and the back now facing Johnny Ace. He's going to send him in there with the shoulder straight into the steel ring post, and that is really going to hurt there. That's the left shoulder of Royal Ambassador, and takes him right down onto the back there as well. My goodness me. Now Johnny Ace, again, there's that sleeper hold. That's the dragon sleeper there he's trying to use on Royal Ambassador, but too close to the ropes. And Ambassador is down now, and he's completely out of it. You can see there from that attempted submission move and slamming his shoulder right into the steel ring post. And now he's working on that shoulder again, and that's that very shoulder that he's just slammed into the steel ring post. And now Johnny Ace setting him up now, as you can see. And he slams him right down, and he's got that submission move in now. He's pulling right back onto it. Royal Ambassador's tapping out, and this week Johnny Ace victorious by submission. What an impressive win by Johnny Ace. So there we go then, Johnny Ace victorious on his debut against Royal Ambassador. We're going to turn our attention now to a guy who spoke and made his entrance and his introductions last week on Newsreel. I'm going to remind you what he said. I'm not sure I should be here. What's that noise? Hey, I haven't got much time, I'm waiting for a phone call. Do you know who I am? Genocide. Mr. Genocide to you. Where's my phone? Hey, I lost my phone. You know, my phone is really important to me. Really important. It's my business. It's my life. It's ringing. So here we go with more singles action, EWF fans, and as you can see it's Genocide making his EWF debut performance and appearance tonight. And as you can see, we saw in the interview that he was very worried about where his phone was, and was it ringing, that he conducts all his business by using his phone, his cell phone. And then coming out here tonight, his entrance, he had the phone literally glued to his ear. And he was, really not very happy with the fans who were interrupting his phone call on the way down here. And clearly this phone is important to him. All we know about him is I think he comes from Chicago, Illinois, and he does have a background, but really don't know a lot more than that at the moment. So I understand this guy may have mixed martial arts background, and he's very influential guy, and he comes with this hood. He doesn't really like his. He likes to hide his identity a little bit with the painted face and the hood. But as I say, he's really seems to be almost so anxious about this phone ringing and him missing a phone call. But he's always on the phone. No, he won't talk to anybody backstage. He's always on his phone. He's too busy to have a conversation with anybody. And if you interrupt him while he's on the phone, God help you. So Genocide now in action this week against the Juggler. Oh, and the referee is down. He's just been taken out there, and he is knocked out of this. And while he is in that state, he's not going to be able to call this match. He's just coming around. We might need to get another official down here just to take over. And the referee just seems to have been completely clotheslined. Was it a clothesline there or a punch he caught on the way through? But anyway, he seems to have recovered now. So anyway, it's Genocide now in control of the Juggler. Takes him down. And let's see what he's going to do, because he's got his own specific style, Genocide. He's not a guy that you want to mess with. He's extremely, he's brutal, actually. We've seen him in action. There's that clothesline there with force, taking the Juggler down. And Genocide now very smooth in the ring, as you can see, but Juggler's making his way to his feet here. Is he going to come back into this, or is Genocide going to do something? Juggler takes him right up, and down he takes him right on the back of the neck. My goodness me, what a move that was there by Genocide. Taking him right up vertically into the air and then straight back down. And that is all he needs to do this week. Genocide wins by pinfall over the Juggler. So we've reached EWF fans, EWF Live fans, on Sunday night here in Las Vegas. We have reached the main event of the evening, and it's Alexander Dream against Skylar McMason. And these two are very, very competent light heavyweights here in the EWF. And you're in for a real treat, real high-flying technical action coming your way. So let's make the introductions right now. So here we go then with the EWF Live main event of the evening this week here in Las Vegas, and it's a rematch from last night on Saturday Night Slam, Alexander Dream and Skylar McMason. And of course we wanted to put this match back on again tonight because we wanted fans here in Las Vegas to have a chance to view these two in action. A real treat and a real entertainment going on here for the fans here in Las Vegas tonight, just like they saw it last night. And as you can see, it's Alexander Dream on the left there in the purple, and Skylar McMason in the grey and black and white. And both really capable athletes, we like to call them. And as you can see, Skylar McMason there just taking Alexander Dream down on the canvas and into the full Nelson now. And I'm sure Alexander Dream's going to try and escape that move, and he does so just there. And he breaks the hold, but Skylar McMason is straight back in there with a waistlock go behind. And a swinging neck breaker there by Skylar McMason. And these two really, they're quite fairly evenly matched, this pair. We've got, they're both of the roughly around the same height and weight, which makes for a good match. Which is why they were referred to, why the match last night was referred to as a light heavyweight match. So Skylar is right, a blow there off the top rope, taking Alexander Dream right back down to the canvas. And the fall from the top rope there is a real fall, and those ropes are ever so loose. My goodness me, that was some leverage there by Skylar off with the chokehold there on Alexander. And so now Skylar's now setting him up in the camel clutch. Now he's got him in there, but he's too close to the ropes, and Alexander just reaches out with that right hand and gets to the ropes. Alexander Dream now coming back into this. Look at these rights and lefts. Look at these, but Skylar's still hanging in there. Trading blows now, these two trying to get the upper hand on each other. And Alexander now has him in the corner, and he's going to deliver some kind of a move and takes him down. Head first down now, as you can see there, with Skylar holding his head. And now Alexander takes him up and down again, straight down onto the back. Alexander is taking control of this match now. As you can see, rolling him up now. Plenty of chain wrestling going on. Lots of technical moves here by Alexander Dream and Skylar. I'd say both of these now they did this kind of thing last night. It was one of those kind of matches that you just can't take your eyes off, because You know, anything could happen at any time and ever so quickly. The amount of knowledge and moves that these two can bring to the ring, the kind of high-flying action and also the mat-based technical stuff. Off the ropes there comes Skylar, and drop kick to the face. Takes Alexander Dream right back down there. Kick to the midsection. Is he going to try it again? Another drop kick to the head, and that's going to leave him now staggered. He's probably not going to know quite where he is at the moment. Looking up at the lights, he probably can't focus clearly with those two drop kicks there from Skylar. Now he's working now, and the crowd are getting into this. You can hear them cheering. They're clapping now as the moves are put on now. I really want to see. I can't quite work out who they're cheering at the moment, who their favourite is in this match. It's a fairly mixed response. And a kick there, and Alexander Dream goes up to the top rope and takes him down there with that flying drop kick off the top rope. My goodness me, what a move there by Alexander Dream. And he's got him down, kicks to the midsection now, kicks, more kicks coming to the midsection, and a kick to the head. My goodness me, Alexander Dream now in prime position now to take this smash if he can. He's trying to get him turned around, facing him, takes him down, and that's a sleeper hold. Sleeper hold there by Alexander Dream. And he's a sleeper, he's trying to get him to tap out now, and I'm not sure, I just can't see that he's giving up. He won't give up now. The referee is saying no, he's not giving up. And he's trying to get out of it now, and Skylar McMason is just about managed to get out of that. My goodness me, a sleeper hold there by Alexander Dream. And we've seen that move applied in other matches here in the EWF, and it's not normal for people to get out of that kind of thing. But Skylar was great resilience there from him to be able to escape, not only to counter it, but actually not to actually give up, because it cuts off all the oxygen supply, and you just, if you don't tap out, sometimes you end up passing out. But Skylar now running down, great DDT, what a move by Skylar, staying in this match. My goodness, Alexander Dream staggering now. He's trying to get to his feet after that. He's looking dizzy, looking a little bit weird. Oh, he's taking him up into that pile driver straight down on the canvas. My goodness me. Skylar McMason now pile driving him down. He's going to make the cover now. The referee's in position. It's 1, 2, and 3. Skylar McMason takes the win with a pile driver. So folks, that's all we got time for right here on EWF Live this week. Don't forget, look out for the newsreel, which is the next show that we will be recording and probably be released within the next 24 to 48 hours. That'll be before next weekend's shows start all over again. So from us, from Royal Ambassador, on behalf of Royal Ambassador and everybody here at EWF, thank you very much for watching, and good night.